Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Ivan Stock Talks, and in this video today I would like to talk about how you can build a passive income with SCHD or VOO on Robinhood margin. Hey everyone, in my previous video that I uploaded to YouTube, I talked about how I'm using margin to pay for my bills. And why is this so important? It is important because I'm just a working class person. I have a job from 9 to 5. I have a wife and I have kids. I have bills. I have to pay rent. I have to pay my car insurance. So I was finding a way, how can I integrate my job with my investment? So after a while, I started thinking, and since I have Robinhood margin, I'm able to use that margin not just to buy assets like SPOG, which is like my favorite S&P 500 ETF, or SCHG, which is a powerhouse, is a monster of an ETF. I also have some dividend income, like some yield max income ETF, like OT, ULTY, and some MSTY. And I have those two because I want those two funds to kind of cover my margin interest that I get to pay. Now, the thing that I learned is that instead of just, for example, like putting like videos you see on YouTube, like, hey, invest 10% or 15% or 20% or 50%, I'm aiming to invest my entire paycheck. Think about this. It is, to me, it is a mind-blowing idea. And why is this so important? Because things are so darn expensive, right? Things are so freaking expensive these days that just investing 10% is not enough. And I don't want to say that I hate, but I really started to dislike these charts, like, oh, if you invest 10% or whatever for 50, 60 years, and which is true. Those charts, those math work. It does work. I'm not confronting that. I'm not pushing back on that. But times are changing, right? It's like things that used to cost, let's say $10 before, now it's about $20. It has doubled in price. And trust me, I go shopping. I pay my insurance. I have a family, so all these things really add up. And I was like, how can I merge my investment to my daily life? And voila, margin. So, and I'm gonna show you how you can use margin to your advantage. Remember that now you're not investing just 10%. Again, I keep repeating myself, but I want you to understand this. You're trying to invest like 100% of your paycheck. Think about it. And I'm going to prove you that you can do this with SCHD or VOO, or a bonus, a combine of both. Like, people really are fighting against a total return with VOO, which I buy SPOG, my favorite ETF, low expense ratio. And so people argue on Reddit, on here on YouTube, like, what's what total return versus dividend. So I'm gonna combine both worlds, the best of both worlds, SCHD and VOO. So I have it right here because I want to give you the right context, the right information. Okay, let's say you decide to activate margin on Robinhood. I think with $2,000 or $2,400. I really don't remember, but I think I started with $2,000. But let's say that you just threw in there into your Robinhood account or into your brokerage account $2,500 to activate margin. And now remember something, with Robinhood Gold, they give you up to $1,000. For example, you pay $5 for Robinhood Gold, and now they have a deal where you pay for the whole year, like it's like $50, and like instead of 60, so you pay $50 for the whole year, and I forgot the percentage, but it's like you're saving about $10, which is great, and they give you like $1,000. Like they don't, if you stay within the $1,000 range, you don't get further interest. So imagine this is an opportunity of a lifetime where you can really use margin without any repercussion, right? So remember that. So let's say you start off with $2,500, and then let's say that you are going to start using $500 in margin instead of the $1,000. Let's say with this $500, you're going to pay, I don't know, you want to go like shopping, like food shopping, you want to go to Costco or whatever. And let's say that you divide it, like I want to pay this amount, into my car insurance, and this amount for whatever else. Total of $500 each month of the Robinhood Gold of the $1,000. So remember that you're gonna keep doing this every month. You're going to start with $2,500. I know I'm repeating myself, but hold on. $2,400, and you're going to invest $500 every month, and you're gonna choose a fund of your liking, like SCHD or VOO, and I'm gonna combine them later. Okay, please hold on. According to Portfolio Visualizer, you're gonna start from 2016 till present day, more or less, right? So about 9.5 years later, you will have with SCHD $111,000. Okay. So with VOO, the final outcome is $144,000, and between both is $127,000. So remember, you are still gonna pay for these things anyway. So my point is that if you start using like margin correctly, you are not going to like give away that money that you still gotta pay. Like that money is still in your pocket in a way. You have it on a leash, you just borrow it. And remember this is just like the margin part. This is not counting whatever extra you're going to add into the firm. Remember, you're gonna have a frame like how much money of margin you're gonna use monthly or what, and every time you kind of grow it until basically those assets are paying for your, not lifestyle in a way, but for your bills, for the things that you gotta buy anyways. So, and all this is besides the amount that you're going to invest, like the 15% or the 20%, because by doing this you are tying down your money. Your money is working for you. Remember something, every dollar you put the stock market or to an asset is going to increase in value. It's going to appreciate in value, and besides the value, it's gonna pay you a dividend. So it's like a win-win situation. And you know how much dividend these two funds would pay you as of last year? So imagine with SCHD over $3,700, with VOO over $1,500 in dividend, and a combine of two over $2,600 in dividend. So remember, this money is the money that you were going to use anyway. I'm not adding up whatever extra you're trying to add into the fund, which is mind-boggling. So this is the video for today. This is what I've been doing, and if you want to stick around, subscribe, comment, ask any questions how I do it. I'll give you step by steps, or just stick around to see my journey. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.